If I decide that I've been in that boat.
Okay, get out the boat. Get back on this boat.
No, I had a job.
And you quit.
And no, I didn't. I resigned.
That's quitting.
It's not quitting. Quitting is I can't do the job. Resigning is I give my job back to you. I don't want it no more. No, that's the difference. I have no problem with somebody quitting the job.
So, because it was killing you.
It's
So
killing
why
me.
did you apply to the same job again?
Let's begin now.
Got my first job at Comcast. You was charging me $300 a month. Okay, what were you doing with that $300?
You got some daggone trust issues.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Y'all
I'm going
was
to tell you something. You
Y'all
can't.
was in there shopping together.
Do not get married.
Y'all was in there shopping together.
Do not get married. What you
I'm
mean?
Mike. This is my beautiful mom, Linda.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome back to another episode of the Mike and His Mom Show. I'm your host, Mike Banks Real. This is my beautiful mom in the middle, and my sister Shannon Shanae to the far left. It is a bright and beautiful day here in Baltimore, Maryland.
It's like a weather forecaster.
Right. Sunny, ain't too chilly out. Yesterday was really windy though.
Was it?
It was.
It was windy driving here.
Mm.
It was windy driving here.
We haven't been here in a while at the studio. Well, we've been here, but we haven't been recording in a while. So, how you guys doing? How's everybody feeling?
How you feeling, Shan?
Here we go.
I feel good.
I feel great.
I feel good.
Good, great, and good.
How was your week?
I don't remember, but I did go to a book signing of a young lady named Heather Williams, and she attends the church that I used to go to. Our friend Ebony was hosting like a part of her segment. It made me think about our book signing. She had a really good turnout, which we always say good turnout.
When was this?
This was, I don't remember.
It was recent though, right?
Yeah.
She
I think it was the night of the fight.
She was a Union?
Yes.
Okay, I was invited to another book signing for somebody at Union,
Oh, was it this?
but it was supposed to be like a relationship thing too.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Oh no. This is about being an orphan. Well, being adopted into the kingdom. So it's called Orphan No More, a 100-day devotional journey, and it is jam-packed with words. It's over 400 pages. I was like, woof.
It's a lot of writing.
And then I was like, okay, I'll be able to get through this because I saw that it was a devotional. So it's like you can take it day by day. You know what I mean? So I was like, that was good. I haven't started yet.
Let me
but
see.
She
Everybody
had a
know.
really good turnout. And what I mean by that is that the people who were there just were very supportive in their uproar. And, so it was nice to be in that space to see that she received all that support. But she did a good job. Ebony did a good job hosting the panel. It was a nice little thing. I was late because it was somewhere that it was dark, so I couldn't find my bearings and place myself. But aside from that, that's what I did. I dressed up really pretty, I think.
It was Saturday night?
Yep. It was the night of the fight. It ended.
Which fight?
I don't know. Did you get on the fight?
How many fights you went to?
It was the night of that fight.
Oh, whatever fight.
the
Tank
night
fight.
that you were away.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Not,
So-
not the other fight.
What fight? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Fight that he probably lost.
It's
Okay, go
okay.
I
ahead.
don't
All
know
right.
what she's
It's
talking
okay.
about.
All
Okay.
right, all
So
right.
yeah.
How was your week?
My week was long. I worked a lot of hours. It was a little tiresome, but it was good. Done some work around the house and getting things fixed up. So I had a good week. You know,
Which
Hey.
house? Which house?
both houses.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How was your New York week?
My week was fine. I went to Ditch Day Friday, and then we took a road trip to New York to go watch the fight. New Jersey. We stayed in New Jersey. Went to the fight. Fight was cool. I don't think I would ever do another boxing match again. It's a very long event. Unless I go to the main event,
Just show up for that.
just show up for that, I probably wouldn't do another boxing match.
How long?
And it depends on the city though too.
Okay.
The city.
Yeah, you said it wasn't really.
New York is not really the mix for that.
So let me ask, how long? The main event could end in seconds,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
it could end.
Or it can
extend.
start
Right.
sooner. But I mean, it's three.
Oh, based on how the
how the
other-
fights go.
right,
It's
right,
three
right.
fights before the main event,
Mhm.
and
but they tend to not knock out.
Yeah, depending
They
on
tend.
how the fight go. A lot of those fights went all 12 rounds.
Oh, I thought it
So-
was 10 rounds.
No, it's 12.
Oh.
So the main event didn't start till like 11 something.
Mm.
So we ain't got it as almost 1. Had to wait in the parking garage for an hour and a half to get out.
What?
Yeah.
Because of the people.
Was not even worth
Yeah, it
it.
was a mess.
And then he tied, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they go get in the mixie.
You got
Did y'all go to casino?
Ain't no casinos in New York.
In Jersey.
No, we went to the fight, went to bed, did some sightseeing Sunday,
What y'all do?
went to some food spots they saw online. I ain't even get nothing.
Mm.
Why you ain't had no money?
I didn't. I'm not a. I wish I would have,
Wow.
but I wasn't trying to get no delis and all that. I wasn't.
Damn, delis.
But it looked good though.
Mm.
That was cool.
Only thing I get from New York is
What
pizza.
was that?
What?
That.
They ain't had no money. Why
That,
you
that jab. What
How much was the fight? Was it expensive?
No, not my seats.
Oh, where were you?
Are you sitting by yourself?
I was up on the top.
She was,
He said not.
So what's the point? Just to be in the
I
environment.
wasn't going for the fight. I
Where
was
you
going just to get
Just to
wet.
go.
Yeah, just to go.
So where they said somewhere else about you?
No, me and another guy sat up top, and Brandon and somebody else sat a little closer.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
But you can still. It wasn't a bad seat in the house. You can still see it.
Okay.
And they got
Or
the
what,
jumbotron.
bifocals? I mean, or not.
No, see, she's taking jabs. I told you which fight. I told you which fight. But it was still a good event.
Okay.
I've never been to a boxing fight. It seems like it would be very boring.
It is boring. I was fighting to stay woke. It is boring.
Even while the main event was on.
Why they
No,
beating people
not
up?
the main. No, not the main event. Because he started off slow too.
Who?
Tank first couple. Him and his opponent. Not just him. First couple rounds. But no, you are fighting to stay woke. And it's so late. It's like going to the movies late almost.
It's so many fights going on in that fight.
Yeah, a
It's-
fight
And
to
only
fight.
two
A
people
fight
get
to stay
paid.
woke. A fight
Right.
to, yeah. Fight to see.
Right,
Yeah.
right. A fight to get out the parking
Out the
space.
parking lot.
I've been keeping the audience abreast about my career path.
Oh,
What's
Lord.
going on at work. Remember, I got promoted to being assistant district manager.
Mhm.
So my district manager, she's going out on medical leave.
And
So
then
you're
you'll
going to be
District manager.
you're going to be the proxy.
Yes.
Till she come back?
Wow,
Mhm.
Michael.
How long is that for?
The Lord is opening doors.
She said, this was she said. It's not my words, but she said. She said,
Indefinitely?
no,
She ain't planning
8
on
to
coming
12
back.
weeks.
Wow.
Everybody else is saying 3 to 6 months. She's having knee replacement.
Oh yeah.
And she's a little older. She ain't no spring chicken. So it may take up. I mean, I might have been smart. She's older.
No, that's what they said.
don't mean
Yeah.
nothing.
She ain't got the bounce back in her no spring,
Right.
her stuff. She might not bounce back as easily as what
As
you're
easy,
saying.
right.
Mhm.
And
So
our
she's
job
saying
is a
8
lot
to
of.
12 weeks, but it could go up to 6
Did
months.
she watch the show?
No.
I'm telling you, because
And so yeah, I'll be taking. Well, I've already started because she leave. Her last day is Wednesday.
And what do y'all do as
Do you get
district
more money?
manager?
No.
No, you need to renegotiate.
You're not getting more money?
It's a
Don't she make more
what
than
is it? It's a lateral.
I am the acting.
You're
district.
acting.
I'm not the.
But you know, when I was acting in my positions, every position that I acted in, they
It doesn't matter if you
paid,
act or not. They pay
they
you
paid
something.
me for it.
Yeah.
They compensated me. I got the salary that the person got
Until she come back.
until they come back because I'm doing the job. But if you don't want to cause the fuss, I get it. At least it's on your resume. You have the experience. But I would definitely ask for some compensation.
Is it a lot of work?
I don't know.
What does she do?
They say nothing,
Mm.
but they say nothing because she don't do nothing. But they say that job is one of the hardest jobs in the building.
I mean,
So,
it seems like
I don't know. We'll figure it
you're
out.
managing the whole district.
Well, nobody,
But the district is it's really 6 people.
nobody,
It
nobody,
ain't
nobody
like-
trained you.
to do it.
Yeah.
But she ain't doing nothing.
Well, she showed me
I'm
like how to
just
do
playing.
like paperwork and stuff. But as far as
So
like
you ain't got to go out and drive no more.
if somebody called out, I do. Yeah.
So she still drives.
If somebody calls out, sure, she would have to.
Mm.
It's like an order. So if she was still there, if somebody called out, I would have
You
to
do
do
Who
it.
will fill your position?
Oh,
both
the
positions.
devil is a liar.
Yeah.
Now see,
You
now,
gonna do both positions?
so they need to
Oh yeah, that's no.
that's because I was still in my position, but I had to absorb her responsibility.
Yeah,
so
yeah, come
they
on.
pay me for doing her job.
Yeah, they getting over now.
Okay. I'll talk about it on Tuesday. When I'm
I
back
sure
to work.
would.
And please make us abreast of that conversation.
Mhm.
Okay.
Not just you audience who needs to know.
Yeah.
We all need to know. And just be polite, like how I thought about it, and considering I'll be doing two jobs, mine and hers, I need to be compensated for that.
Okay. I'll
Hmm.
talk about it Tuesday when I go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Just come home from work with
so,
y'all.
more jabs.
You won't come home with a job. They
No,
can't
that's what
make
I'm trying to say.
you.
I'm just not James.
I'll do something on Monday when I get off, or while I'm off of work. My mother wants to talk about what's going on around here, so I'm gonna yield to her.
Well,
Today she's the host. I'll
I'm the host
chime in,
every day.
but go ahead.
So we always talk about life and
Do
movie
y'all
stars
realize that
and
we're coordinated? I have on my faded grays, and you're black, and yours is more gray, and he's black, and I'm all black.
yeah, but we always talk about
She don't care.
we always talk about other stuff in life and people in the world and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so we're doing a transition, and I want to talk about how it is, because I think a lot of people in life are going through some type of transition. Whether it's financially, people in life are going through a lot of things all the time anyway. But I do believe, Shannon, you want to start? Shannon's about to move in with Noir.
Okay, all right, slow down. Okay.
She's about to move in with Smite.
I gotta produce. I'll start.
No, I start.
Okay, go ahead.
She's about to move in with Smite,
Okay. So
And-
what do you want me to say? I can start.
and it's just going to be a big adjustment, I believe.
Okay, no, what does that mean though?
What is
What is Shannon is about to move in with me mean?
what does it mean to you?
She's homeless.
No.
So you're just playing. No, I'm not home.
Shannon and her tribe are also, it's not just Shannon, is what I'm saying.
I'm part of your five.
Yeah, Shannon and her party of five, the Shannon Five, is moving in here with me.
It's 7.
It's 5. The 7th is in Florida.
No, it's 7 of y'all for moving in.
It's 6.
Oh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
It's five.
Yeah, Shannon and the party of 5.
Right.
I'm
Oh, so
the-
6 of y'all moving
Yeah.
in. Okay, so I live in a 1-bedroom townhouse.
You do?
You do?
I'm sorry. 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom townhouse.
Be definitely be an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
I live in a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom townhouse, and Shannon and her party of 5 are moving in because my sister wants to save money to buy a house for her party of 5.
Well, that's not actually true.
Right.
That's not true.
We're moving in because what do you and Josh be talking about?
I'm telling you.
I honestly would like to stay longer, right? But the plan is for us to be in and out. We're only coming because it saves us money on the month-to-month portion since our lease has expired and they're still in school, so we're closer to their school.
And y'all trying to buy a house.
Well, we can get a house in 6 weeks. Like,
Right, but y'all want to save the money though. That's
no, I do.
right. So let's just
You heard what that one back there is saying.
let's cut the hoot nanny, please.
It's not a hoop
It's
now.
not
It is.
Because they want me to be here a little bit longer than.
I would like to be here for a year or more, personally.
We'll get-
My party of 5 is running things, so it
We'll
could
get
be
to all
4
that.
months.
Okay,
It
but
wouldn't
the-
be. That's how I feel.
But the route is just cost effective, and so y'all staying where y'all are
Yeah.
with
Okay.
what you have going on.
yes.
move in.
Yes.
So
we
let's-
save. Yes.
Let's not put up a fight.
Well.
Well, is it helping you?
We're not talking about me right now. We're
Okay.
talking about the conversation.
Okay.
So Shannon is moving in because of that.
Okay.
Now, when the idea was first proposed to me, I said no.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, I don't remember.
Who?
I was against it.
Oh, okay. I
Because
don't
she
remember.
said 6 months, and I said, no, you said the end of the year.
Oh,
And I said the end of the year is crazy.
Mhm.
Because my objection was that this is not enough space.
Mhm.
It's too small for everybody. Somehow we got off the topic. We revisited. I don't know where it came from, but
I said a prayer. She
but-
called me one morning and said, I was thinking. I lied to you not. That's exactly how it happened. That's how it happened. Like, I said a prayer. Like, I just want us to be able to move in somewhere. We don't got to sign no papers. We don't got to do nothing. Like, it's just easy. We just go in. And then she called me one morning in December, like literally days before I had to sign a lease, to decide if we were going to sign a lease or not. I was thinking. It was like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. That's just how it happened. And I was like, it's so funny you were saying that because that's exactly how it happened. That's how it happened.
now, I don't know where my change of heart came from,
The Lord
Lord.
moved.
but I had a change of heart.
And then I had to humble myself because of my own personal reasons. I was like, I'm not doing it, remember? And then I said, But this is what I prayed for. If I got the answer to my prayer, I need to fall back and stop trying to find comfort
Mm-hmm.
in a blessing because I'm not even in it yet, and I'm already
Complaining.
foreseeing an issue. But it was an answer to a prayer that happened that fast.
So that is the transition my mother's speaking of. So let's take this conversation from the top.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you feel about the transition?
I'm excited.
Why? She says that nervously because my niece is in the background and she she hates it. Why are you excited?
Well, because one, I like a lot of people don't have this opportunity
To
to be able to move back into their childhood home and save money and also help my family at the same time. Not my party of five. We're also like we're all helping each other. It's a what you call them systems?
who's the we all?
You're being helped.
We are all this is
Me and you.
yeah, you, me, you, my husband, our mother, Mr. Eugene.
You feel like you're being helped in this?
Being helped on.
That's what I'm asking you. She said we all are being helped.
It's like a
I'm asking you,
what
do
is
you
it
feel like we're
called?
helping you in this transition?
I'll get my ring on time.
Okay. We'll get back to that. That's how she's being
I
helped.
think you need to open the curtains. It's shade in here.
We'll get back to that. That's how she's being helped. That's why I said, which fight are we talking about this week?
It's not a fight.
Go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't understand. I don't even know the question anymore.
How you feel like you being
How
helped?
you feel like you're being helped?
I thought did I say it?
Okay, you said it.
Okay. I don't know. That just like that like was
A jab, right?
second part.
Jab, you
So
asked a
no,
question.
it's fine. It's fine.
You asked a question.
It's fine. What were your reservations about doing it?
I really didn't have any.
Okay.
I had some that was within my relationship outside of us. Like it had nothing to do with us. So it was like just creating an inconvenience within my family, like bringing attitudes over here into your space. You know what I'm saying?
Is it my space?
Yeah, this is where you live.
Is it really my space? Is it?
I mean,
Is it? Is it?
So,
I
he,
think
so
so.
then
No,
why you saying it?
I'm just asking a question.
Well, why are you asking?
I'm
this?
not
Because
getting.
you're
I'm not
asking
getting
that.
that. I'm not
If
getting.
you
Not
wanna
yet.
talk,
Not
let's
yet.
talk.
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Go
I
ahead.
don't want to get
Go
there
ahead.
yet.
Okay,
I perceive this space as your space.
Okay.
This is where you occupy the space, and therefore we will be coming in with our character. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
and I wanted, and so that was my hesitation at first, but like whatever happened with me inwardly, it's like I got over myself. You know what I mean? Because a part of that was just I don't think it was ego. I was trying to like have false wisdom. Does that make sense? Versus just humbling myself.
Mhm.
And you know what I mean? Like going along to get along, but not in a way where I'm just turning a blind eye. You know what I'm saying? But just like figure it out. It's that's it.
Okay. How do you feel about the transition? Other than getting your rent on time.
I feel fine.
That's it.
Like Shannon said, you come to a point in time where people need help, and if we can find a way to help, no, seriously, if you can find a way to help each other in family. That's a problem. I think sometimes that's a problem. Everybody want to be out on their own, doing their own thing. We want to live these high lives or mighty lives and stuff like that. And where people are raising the rent up to ridiculous amount of prices. Period. And I just simply believe it's back to the basics. It's back to family doing things together. It takes a step back. So not just for us, but I believe if there are people out there that this person is living there and they're paying $3,000 or $4,000 rent for an apartment, and if they got a family home, if we could come together in the world, we'll stop some things. People rent won't be that high like that no more.
Yeah,
because
that's
if people decide, okay, we all going back home to mama's house, we all going back to auntie's house, we all going back somewhere together, it will turn some things around. Because why should we struggle month after month to pay somebody $3,000, $4,000 a month to rent a little apartment? Honestly, why should we do that when we can all come together and stay somewhere together? It will be it will be tight. It will be a struggle. But at the end of the day, we ain't gave away $3,000 times 10, $30,000 plus six more, $36,000 a month to stay in a year is to stay in an apartment when we can bite that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. We do have control, but we don't use the control that we have. We don't use the power what we have because they in my space. This, that. And then this home that we had, this is the first home that I've ever been able to buy. I'm proud to be able to have this home. Now, got it for y'all when y'all was kids. Got it now. Then when you're grown and adults, that you can use it for something good. Mm-hmm. Could have sold it. Could have got rid of it. Could have lost it. But we still have it. And that's why I talk about let's keep the house up. Let's do some things differently because it is a big win.
I think so.
What you think?
Now,
and I'm excited. And another reason why I'm also excited because like we're closer, right? We get along very well. You know what I mean? It's not like we have any issues. You get along with your brother-in-law better than with me, I think. You know what I'm saying? The kids love you, the young adults, you know, despite their attitude. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we're moving into like it's not like it's hostile territory. And for me, honestly, I have shared spaces since I was a baby. You know what I mean? So I've never had an opportunity to be alone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So for me, it's a different sacrifice. It doesn't it just don't feel like a sacrifice. I always had to live like this. The one bathroom thing doesn't bother me. I've never had multiple bathrooms when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? So even though I've had multiple bathrooms when I moved out on my own, like it's like okay, like it's not that big of a deal to me. We learned how to adjust. Adapt to it.
I'm fine. I feel fine. I only had one stipulation, which was I keep a little bit of privacy by my room being away from everybody. But other than that, I feel fine. I mean, I guess my change of heart came from when I actually got the details. My initial response was I just didn't have any information. But I do agree with my mother that paying $3,000, $4,000 a month is just ridiculous. I don't occupy this entire house anyway. I got 3 rooms upstairs, 2 of them are just dressing rooms and empty.
Fabulous.
I don't be in the living room like that unless we're recording something. So the bathroom thing did kind of deter me a little bit, but it's whatever. Like it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter now. It didn't matter as much as I thought it did when I thought about it. I'm excited. I get to spend more time with my nephew. We get to work out together. We get to get back into a creative space. Me, you, Aloysius. I get to spend more time with my nieces. I don't see them as much. So I think it's a good thing. It's not going to be as comfortable as as uncomfortable as it sounds. I think. Like it's just the idea or the optics makes it look a little bit more strange. I think it'll be fine. Back to you. Let's get to the meat.
Let's get to the meat.
That was the cute side of it.
Okay, let's get to the beautiful side of it.
Why do you think? Now, for the past 2 years, 3 years, however long you've been?
4.
It's been 4 years?
Almost.
I've been living here on my own. My mother's been my landlord. My mother and my stepdad been my landlord.
There's your landlord.
That's what I said.
Yeah, okay.
That one glad morning when you called Shannon in December.
Glad morning.
And you said to her, you know, I think y'all should move in with Mikey.
This is where we're going.
Why do you think what gave you license to give her that suggestion? Why do you think that was okay?
Why do I think it was okay? Well, let me tell you.
Is that a fair question?
Yeah, I think it's fair.
I think it's fair. But
meaning, why do you think it's okay to just volunteer?
Y'all probably can't. I was just sitting here wondering.
Let me tell you.
Wait a minute. I don't know how I look in this chair right now, but I want to tell y'all how I feel. On the inside, there's like I'm sitting here like, oh, what is I don't know if I look like that. Like when you came and stormed in the cafeteria.
Let me answer the question. First of all, it is okay. Not do I think it's okay. I know that it's okay. Not one saying it's not your space, but one, if they were closer to me, that would have been the first choice because they had to go back and forth to school. It's convenient. It's very convenient for them to be here. While it is an inconvenience, but it's convenient, and it changes the just of the thing. 2, we make a decision that
who's the we?
We, me and the Lord. make a decision that you probably would not have wanted to make. So I called her and said, "This is the idea." I gave her an idea. We didn't go forward with it. It was still to talk to you about it. We didn't just say bam, but this is an idea. Consider this. Now I'm going to come to you and talk to you about it. Now let's go back to, do you have a choice? So,
Right.
No, let me finish. Yeah, okay, you kind of have a choice and you kind of didn't, because at the end of the day, I did the same for you. Now let's just keep it really simple and break this thing down. I ain't gonna see none of my children out nowhere. So if it was your, no, I'm being serious, Mikey.
Slow down. Hold up.
No, but if they needed the help and they do,
I'm not. I'm. No, all I'm asking is
why did I
why,
think?
why do you think you're able just to make that decision?
I didn't make the decision. I made the decision.
You saying I don't have a
said
choice.
I put it in. Now, let me finish. I put the decision in mind. We came to you appropriately to talk to you about it. Y'all, I kind of stayed out of it. Y'all went back and forth. I would call Shannon, "Are y'all going?" I didn't force it upon you.
That's true.
I was going. I backed out of it. But at the end of the day, I believed that it was going to happen. Now, I wasn't going to make her come in here. That's not what I was going to do. But it was. I said I would talk to her. Are you going? I would talk to you. Are they coming? You say I don't know. Shannon said I don't know what we're going to do. Big Johnson said that. You said that. 1 minute they saying that. So you were never forced to make them come in here, right or wrong. It was a suggestion. And it feels to you like it's a force. So do you
No, I don't feel
okay,
like
then if you don't feel like that, then what are you saying? I woke up with a thought.
But I'm going back to what you
The
said.
Lord impressed it upon
I'm going back to what you said.
What?
You said I had a choice and I didn't. What
But
does the and I didn't part mean?
because
What does that part
you
mean?
had a choice and you didn't. I think that God impressed, because you eventually you weren't okay with it, but you got okay with it. No, you never heard me say you had to do
Had
it.
I kept my no at no, then what? What happens next?
I don't know what happened.
If
next.
your no
Like,
would have been no,
nobody
I
would've-
wouldn't have done it. Like none of it. We wouldn't have just done
What
it.
would
Yeah.
you have said and felt though? If my no would have been no.
It should have been no. I would have said something, but Mikey, I don't think that's right. But it's done now. No, let me just say it. I don't think that's right. It's done now. But I'm not going to make in. Who would want to move in with somebody that don't want somebody there? Come on. Who would want to do that? I know I wouldn't. If it came down to that point that, well, he really don't want us there, then they would really have to come out there with me, and we find a way to get them back and forth in town every day. But you were never made to do this. You had a choice, but I believe that you didn't have a choice. If you did have a choice, that God, as you said, eventually you changed. Nobody made you do this, and that's almost like what you were getting at. I woke up with a thought, literally, and called it.
Yeah, but me knowing you, I don't. Even if I would have kept my no at no, and they would have moved out there towards you, I would never hit the end of it.
Mikey, here's the
Well,
deal.
she's probably looking at it from the perspective of Mikey. They need help. Why are you saying no? It's temporary. That's why she's probably looking at it like that. Like, you know what I'm
But
saying?
why are you saying no to your family?
And that's what I'm saying.
But no,
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Correct.
but why? And that's okay. It's okay to be there. It is okay, and that's what we're talking about now. Family needs help. People need help.
I'm not disagreeing.
Right. So okay then. If you're not disagreeing, then what's the point?
Okay, cool. So Shannon and I called Shannon one day and I asked her, because as much as this family stuff is cute, and I agree, on the surface, it comes with a lot. It does.
What family stuff?
This idea of, I'm talking about this part. This idea of us sharing space. We're blessed to have a place we can go to where it's affordable, X, Y, and Z. We can help each other out. I agree with that in principle, but it comes with a cost.
Everything comes with a cost.
Okay. Everybody just.
Go ahead.
I called Shannon and I asked her. I said, "Hey, are you sure you're ready for this lady to be your landlord? Are you sure that you want this woman to be your landlord? Because she's been my landlord for the last however long it's been, and I am reminded of it every step of the way."
But in
That's a
all
lie.
fairness, are you reminded because you?
No, let's everybody just
Come on.
let's slow down.
Go ahead.
This is not a battle. This is a family discussion.
Man, come on, because I want to see how you reminded of every step of the way. Come on.
Even during this transition, okay, wait. When you first moved out,
Me.
no,
Oh.
my mother, and bought the house, and I stayed here. I didn't ask for any work done to get to the house. All I said was just paint downstairs. I didn't like the colors, but the floors, the bathroom, your back room,
So you did ask for work.
Well, I didn't ask for the house to be renovated. I said, if you're going to do anything, just paint the living room. That's it. But the floors, the bathroom, her back room, the walls messed up. I was cool with it being the way it was. I was fine with it. But you decided to up and do the work. The same thing you're doing now. I don't know if Shannon asked you to do anything to make it more comfortable. I didn't ask you to do anything. But I am the one getting the brunt of this is a blessing. Take care of the space. You need to be great. You need to be grateful. I'm getting the house done up for you. And I'm like,
I did not say I'm getting the house done for you. I said I'm getting the house done so everybody can be comfortable. And I said, no, wait, let me finish. And I said to you, this is what I said to you. First of all, it's a blessing, Mikey, honestly. And you, when you talk like it appears that you're ungrateful. No, let me finish. It appears that.
Talk like what? Talk like what? Talk like what?
Like there's no appreciation, even though you asked for it. Like there's not an appreciation for it being done.
And I'm getting my house across town. Why? And I said to you, why would I want y'all to move and the girls to come in here and the rooms is dirty? Why would I do that to them? I'm not.
So from my vantage point, if we're being just straight landlord tenant, when somebody moves out and somebody moves in, you have to do this anyway.
Okay.
You have to hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish.
So you have to get the house fixed up. So however you wanted to get it fixed up anyway, whether I asked you for it or not, whether the new tenant asked for it or not, just to make it move in ready for somebody else to come in here.
And from my landlord's standpoint, you would have to pay for the broken banister, the holes you put in the no. Let's come on. You want to talk?
So you want to?
You would have to. Let's
I want to finish my point.
No.
But go ahead.
You would have to pay for the broken banister. You would have to pay for the floors being. You would have had to put down a security deposit. You would not have been able to miss several months' rent in a row. So you have it gravy.
Right, but when you let's keep it in context though. So when you make blanket statements like that, the conversations get diluted because we can't give it for real. We can't give it proper context.
I'm trying to hear it.
Okay, you know what?
Well, I'm not against you. It's just like it's convenient to want to remove what you want. Now, I'm not trying to come at you, but I experience this a lot. It's like people conveniently remove the parts they don't want to remove, but it all applies. Like, okay, so let's just use this broken banister or like the rent or whatever, right? So it's like, well, no, you're not asking for the work to get done, but the work is getting done, and now you don't even have to worry about paying for it. But you're the one who broke, right?
Yeah.
What, the banister?
Yeah, just for example.
Yeah, okay. But okay, cool. No, I'm not saying. What I'm saying, the housework would get done regardless. So if she said, I'm getting the work done, the banister X, Y, and Z, I need to pay for the banister. I'm not gonna give them no pushback for it.
You don't give me no money neither.
When they first moved out, and the rent was whatever the rent was, I never made no bones about what the rent was or what it wasn't. You want to increase it? Cool, increase it. I'll pay it. I'm not tripping. I know it's a cheap townhouse deal. I get it. Next door is $3,000. This is $2,000. I'm being hypothetical here. So I'm not gonna make no bones about charge what you want to charge. I've never asked for a deal because it's my parents' house. So the what? The cost with being in business with friends and or family, I guess is what I'm getting to, is it's not as sweet under the surface as it appears on the surface.
So I think here's something I always said to you too. My thought and when that's why I was saying last night I was like, you know what? I've been expecting you to be a certain way because I want you to be a certain way.
I don't know what that means.
I'm just telling you. I was expecting you to be more grateful, to be more humble. Wait, let me finish. But you are who you are.
I want you to explain that. I don't know what that means though.
You are who you are.
No, you
let
me
me
more
finish.
grateful.
Let me finish.
What does that part mean?
Let me finish. Okay, so that part means that if like the house, this is our home. Your first home. It's our home. I would expect that you want to keep it up. That's just in my mind, but I see now that that's not not that you tearing it down, but if the banister broke, I'm fixing this. The hole in the wall, I'm going to get this fixed. Not that you deliberately did it. I'm just going to keep thinking this is our family home. This is something that we done had for over 30-some plus years, and I'm going to take care of it the best that I can. I expected that. That's my expectation. And I've come to understand that I can expect certain things that will not happen. Now, moving forward, how do we adjust to things? Do we adjust to things? Okay, so when it's time to do you put a security deposit down? Do I treat you like a landlord treats people?
And can you please stop talking like this? Because I just realized we don't have to.
Well,
Just playing.
if I'm going to give a direct answer to that, I just need it needs to be, and it's just me saying this. For this dynamic, it needs to be black and white. I can't see where the gray is. It works out in anybody's favor. Now you coming into the mix, it may be a little bit more
You
easy.
can't see what got in your favor.
This is what I'm saying. Last week, y'all were over here before I went away.
I was?
No, my mother and Mr. Eugene.
Oh.
Doing whatever they was doing. This is what I mean by. This is why I started off by saying, well, what gives you license to just say to Shannon, I have an idea? Because that mindset manifests itself in other areas, even though this is my space. So prior to me being here for however long I was when y'all moved out, you were still treating it as if it was your home.
It's always my home.
I understand that, but you were still coming in with a key whenever you wanted to.
Because you said I could.
Let me finish.
Okay, come on, let's go ahead.
Coming in with a key whenever you wanted to, or if you wanted to drop something off, I say, hey, I got company, leave it at the door. You would get an attitude about that. It was just little things, little nuances that I experienced with you still acting like this was your house, even though I was a tenant here. I don't want to get stuck there, but that was just my experience. Fast forward to last week when I was going away, Mr. Eugene over here doing work. I said, okay, cool. I come in here, y'all in here, sweeping, mopping, doing whatever y'all doing to get the house ready. When I walk in, you expect me to grab a mop and grab a bucket. I'm not saying you're wrong for that, but also understand my side. Well, I had no idea y'all would be here. When I get off work, I'm not coming in the house from work wanting to do more work immediately. That was an issue for you. Why is that?
That was an issue
because I'm sorry. Now, in her mind, from what she just said, I'm coming across as ungrateful and not being humble. But from my perspective, this is still my space. I have no idea y'all are here until I walk in the door. Mikey, grab a mop, grab a bucket, take the trash out, move the stove. I had to stop and say, hi, how was y'all day? Like, what's going on? Like, bruh.
And for the month.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Now, what do you have to say to that?
Go ahead, Shannon.
No, I'm talking to you. Well, Shannon, hold up, Shannon. Do you understand my perspective?
Okay.
As the tenant, because you're about to be a tenant too. That's why we're having a conversation.
So I understand your perspective. However,
Jesus Christ.
No, I do. I totally agree with you feeling like there is no. What's the word? You want to use boundary? Like, what are you trying to say?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Like, I don't know how y'all operated or operate. I don't know. So I understand what you're saying. I do. I think that, and we all had this conversation before when I said, but because you want to be treated like a tenant, but still operate like her child. So it's like it doesn't make one or the other behavior good or right or justified. It's just like you're creating the dynamic that I just let my son live in my house. He just live over here. Oh, that's my house, but he just stay there for now. You get what I'm saying?
So yes.
I went over there. I gotta clean my house because he didn't clean my house. That, you get what I'm saying? So I'll give you an example. If the girls don't clean their room, like I say, clean their room, I go in there and I clean their room. When I clean their room, I don't care about what they got all over the floor. I get my trash bags, I pick it up, everything just gets thrown in the trash. Because now I have to clean it's my apartment. It's not their apartment. It's mine. My name is on this. Everything falls on me when everything falls out of place. They don't look at them. So I want to keep my home a certain kind of way. I've given you, this is your space. Do whatever you want to do with it, but respect that this is my space.
So where do you draw that line? Because this is why I'm bringing it up. Because I'm not just a tenant by myself no more. You're a tenant too. We're all tenants. We're having a conversation about family helping family. And you're saying, well, one moment you want to be the tenant, the next you want to be family. So where do you draw that line?
Won't you pay the rent?
I don't understand what you're
So
saying.
you sit, no, because you sitting here talking, Mikey. You saying,
Okay, hold on.
no,
Wait, answer that direct question. Where do you draw the line?
Okay, I'll tell you where you draw the line at. Act like you're a tenant instead of acting like you're a child. You talk about when I said come over here. First of all, you can come over anytime you want to. You got a key. Then you said you don't want me to come over here anytime. I started calling. But here's the deal. You have not addressed the months that you didn't pay rent. You haven't addressed that at all. You have not addressed it.
I didn't have a job.
Oh, but you still stayed here.
So that
Okay,
I'm
now,
not,
but
hold,
you
I'm
gotta
not,
wait a minute.
Hold on, listen,
let me finish.
No,
Let me finish.
Hold on, add the context. So that's listen. That's the part we're talking about where family helps each other out.
Okay,
hold
up.
Slow down. Slow down.
Stop for a minute.
I'm trying to respond.
You're not gonna cut me off now. You let me know
right,
because you did what you had to do in your life. I told you the other day. I expect you to be responsible. I expect you to be responsible. You do what you have to do to make ends meet. Whether you had a job or not, you had a license, you had a car, you could have Ubered, you could have did something.
I didn't have a license.
What I don't care what you
didn't have a license.
You could have got a job. You could have went.
I tried.
You need a license.
My license is suspended.
It doesn't matter. You still could have went to work somewhere.
I couldn't.
Wait a minute. Hold up. You could afford to go to work. You could afford to go to work. Mikey, you could have worked at McDonald's. You could have worked somewhere. Wait a minute. You went to New York last week.
Hold up,
let me finish.
You're going all over the place.
No, but let me finish.
You talking? Pipe down. Slow down. Because your passion's taking over. You're going all over the place right now.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
So now you're in a financial bind this month. That's what you said. So I caught on that you said you want to give me $200, and then do you want me to pay all the rent, or do you want me to pay the mortgage?
Okay, that's what Mikey,
stop for
I want you to get. I want to give all that content. You're just jumping right now because you're heated. You're passionate. So just slow down and have a.
Okay, let me talk. I don't tell you how to talk. Let me talk.
I'm saying, but have a conversation.
You just
wait. What I'm saying is you're just dumping out information.
Okay, I'm dumping out information because you just dumped out information that this house is not your space. You don't treat it like it's your space.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
But Mikey, if it's your space, first of all, if you want it to be your space, if you want it to be your home, when you had your own apartment, how'd you take care of it? You took care of it. It always looked good. It was always clean. When you had your own apartment, it always looked nice. Every time I came over there, it always looked good. It wasn't out of order. You didn't have stuff laid all over the place.
That's not true.
Okay, well, I never came over there and saw it in the uproar.
You never over there like that.
Oh, but I never saw it in the uproar. However, this is the home.
I think that's important though. Because
let me finish. This is the home that we grew up in. This is the home that I bought. This is the first home that I've ever had. Okay, so now you didn't have money for the rent this month.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
So me and Shannon had a conversation, and that's why I asked y'all what's the balance between family and that whole conversation. That Shannon said, and please don't lie.
What? I'm listening.
Don't lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
And I want to know how you feel about what she said, because
Okay.
that's why I asked you based on what she said.
What did I say?
Come on.
Shannon said to me, and she said to Big Josh that, hey, the benefit of us moving in our mother's house is that they're still our mother. We're family. And her being our landlord, XYZ, we're still family. So if push comes to shove, and for some odd reason we can't afford the rent and we can still pay her mortgage, then I believe she will allow us to do that. Did you or did you not say that?
I did say that.
Okay.
But I wasn't saying it.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about that statement?
That ain't happening. Let me take.
Hold up.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Slow down.
No, let me finish because there's enough of y'all in here, Mike. Let me tell you something.
She wasn't talking about all of us. She was just saying the idea of it.
Okay, the idea. Okay, here's the idea.
Let me explain what I was saying. See, guys, I don't know what.
No, but here's the whole big idea. And this is why I say that you make things work. Here's the whole big idea. The big idea is that I don't have to fix this house up. I don't have to rent it out to y'all. I don't. I choose to fix it up so y'all can be in a nice, decent place that will help everybody. I got another house across town that I'm choosing to fix up. I have my younger son with me that's staying there with me that pays me to stay there. And we're fixing that place up. And I had to stop in my tracks the same way I treated y'all when y'all was younger. I'm not gonna live over there and that look good and y'all live over here in this dump. That's just how I am. I've always been like that. So I choose to not let my grandchildren come in here and just lay in any old kind of room. I made that decision myself. Now would I had to do it from somebody else? Even if somebody else moving here, I would choose not to let them. I want them to be treated the same way that I would want somebody to treat me, ready to move in. So if I can bust my behind, getting up, going to work, and then go at 4:30 in the morning and going back at 9 o'clock at night to make this money, to make this work, and y'all can do the same thing. There is
I just
no.
don't know where were you going with this because that was not the context. I don't know what you and her talked about.
What you mean?
What?
You, that's what you said,
But
right?
I wasn't saying like I'm just talking about benefit and how it helps everybody. Like I'm not saying like you know what this month.
I know. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, so that I'm just saying like this. Oh, what I was saying. I don't remember the exact conversation, but I know my heart behind it even now. If I'm helping, I remember when my father used my car. You can use the car. They're supposed to pay the car insurance and the car note, right? But if push come to shove, if you don't have it, I'm your daughter. Like just let me know you don't have all of it. I know you still gotta go to work. When will you have the difference, right? I'll pay the insurance. Just let me know. So me and him, like he thought I was mad at him, but I'm like I had to take my car back because they didn't do what I asked them to do.
Mhm.
It was my sister, my stepmother, and him riding around to go to work. And I said, couldn't none of y'all come up with the money? Not one of Hanky helped me get that car. So you know her credit was excellent. I ain't
Mhm.
had no high car note, right? I said couldn't and we had advance, so I didn't need it. It was just like what you it's just like you have a house.
Mhm.
I had a van. The car is just sitting here. Like you need it, go ahead and use it. You can use it. How all three of y'all couldn't come up with the money? But forget it. I get it. Stuff happens. Why couldn't y'all tell me? Now I'm sitting in a situation where I don't even have it now because I wasn't expecting to have it because I'm thinking that you're going to do right by me as I'm doing right by you. And so I took my stuff back from them. So I meant it in that sense, not like we can just randomly be. It's no. I felt like there is no reason why three people shouldn't have been able to pay a car note and car insurance. They all had jobs. Does that make sense? But the benefit of it is that I said to him, but if you ever need help, just let me know so I can prepare myself for that.
So okay, how does that explain what you said about the mortgage and the rent here?
It doesn't
I'm
parallel.
trying to make it. I'm trying to connect it.
What you mean? It's disconnected.
We're all family, right? I'm not Enterprise Rent a Car. This is not a business. We're already being helped. He didn't have to go and get a car note. He had to
No, I
sign
want
no
you to
paper.
take the car out of the example.
Right.
That's what's
So
confusing me.
so
Talk about
we're all family. She's already doing us the she's showing us that's not a favor. This is an act of love. Like she's giving an act of by opening up her home to us anyway. So that already here you go. I got a house for y'all. Y'all can move in there. Look, this is what this is what y'all pay, right? So we like, okay, we pay it. Worst come to worst, not, and I'm not trying to throw you under a bus, but not I go out with my friends and then decide, you know what, I ain't got it. Can
that's
I just,
why. Go ahead.
I'm saying like, if worst come to worst, this is my mother. She knows that I'm not trying to stick her. If worst come to worst, the benefit is that I feel like I can go to her and say, hey, I need help this month.
So how do you feel about the way she just paying it? Do you still feel the same way?
That's but you don't.
But
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 you
Hold
know in the
but
wait a
did
minute.
you miss what did you miss the point that I said though?
Yes.
I still don't know why we would be in that situation. It's too many
It's-
of us.
I'm not talking about all three of us in the household.
Okay.
I'm talking about just the idea of the family. I'm talking about whether it was me here by myself, y'all were here. I'm not talking about just all three of
Right.
us.
So
Hold up, man. Hold up,
go ahead.
hold up.
Hmm.
Sure, if all three of us in here, three adults,
So
we
that was the context I was putting it
right.
in
But I'm
though.
talking about
Okay.
the overall picture of I'm talking about the sentiment of the idea that family helping family. My mother's
Hmm.
here. This is my mother's house. If something happens, I go to her. Hey, can I just not pay the whole rent? Can I just give you the mortgage at least for this 1 month?
But I
I'm talking
think this is
about
the part that you're missing, Mikey. The part that I think you're missing is that like what I was explaining with my father, I'm looking forward to that money. So your struggle has now become my struggle, right? That's the part that I think people miss. Like, because I had something to offer, it looked like I'm in a fortuitous position, like I'm better off than you. I'm not better. I wasn't better off.
I'm not missing that. And then my
Okay.
answer to that is just say no. That's my answer to that.
What you mean?
Just say no. I can't. You can't do it. So
You can't do it.
no, you can't just cover the mortgage. Just pay the rent.
Well,
And
I'm trying to figure out why are you asking?
because, like you said,
Hmm.
stuff happens. So hold up. Everybody just.
But you get where we going, right?
What you want to go to New York?
What happened that you don't? Okay, not coming at you. What happened that all of y'all? I'm just going to use the car thing, right? Just to keep it just peaceful.
No, that's confusing me.
Okay, you know your rent is due every month. So what happened?
Something happened.
What?
So what I'm
you
saying?
get what I'm saying? So if something happened,
Something happened.
Okay,
So, hey,
okay, that's
hold
fair.
up.
Something
Something
happened. But
happened.
why is it just happen? Why is she just finding out when you're supposed to be turning it in? That's the thing. Like it's an inconsideration for who.
Because the money just came on my account the day I got paid. So I'm finding it out too the same day.
Okay.
Oh damn! Wow! I got to make this phone call right now.
Mm.
That's what happened.
Okay.
So I'm taking what you said. So how do you feel about how she just broke it down?
I think she can still feel otherwise.
Because
that's not her problem.
Yeah, right. Hold up. But I agree. I agree.
No. Let me tell you something. I hear you. I hear you. First of all, the decision that I make in this house, I make this decision in this house. And you said because if I put Gene in it, it's going to be a whole different ballgame. That's the part that you don't understand coming from a man's perspective. You think asking Gene makes it better for you?
No, I don't. Why do you?
I want to let you
stop doing that. Stop.
Okay.
Hold up. I speak for me. Stop putting ideas about how I tell you how I feel exactly.
Hold up.
No, I'm saying. So don't.
Hold up. Let me talk.
Right, but
let me talk. I'm not cutting you off. You talk. You talk. You say what you had to say. You talk.
I'm trying to explain what I was saying, but go ahead.
Okay, but here's the deal. You come to me with past when the rent is already due.
That's not my. Hold on. What do you mean by that?
What, Mikey? It doesn't. Here's the deal.
Well,
but wait a minute. Let me finish.
Explain that.
Let me finish. You still have money.
Hold up. Because when you just say stuff,
okay, but when I say
stuff, what do you mean? I came to you with a
wait a minute. Let me finish. You still have the money. I said, okay, so you're gonna give me this amount. Then you're going to give me something on the 21st.
You're convoluting the conversation.
I'm not calling it the conversation. Mikey, you're just going to pay the full rent.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the idea of the help. I'm asking you.
Okay, let's look at the idea. Let's look at the idea of the help.
Jesus.
Let's look at the idea of the help.
I'm talking about this one
conversation. Let's look at the idea of the help.
Go ahead.
Help goes both ways. I could rent this house out for double the amount of what I charge.
Stop.
Stop.
And I'm glad you said that.
No, stop.
Stop. That's part of the cost.
No, stop, Mikey. Because you got a blessing and it don't seem like you really realize it. No, stop. Let me finish. So I've been helping you for years. Come on, let's just be honest. I've been helping you for years in this house. It's come to a point now where you.
I disagree with that.
Okay, fine. You have the right to disagree. And I'm okay with your disagreement. But now I have to consider this house is over here. I didn't have to take the money and fix this house up. I wanted to. I didn't have to. I want to do it. So everybody can be comfortable. I want to do it. Now, while I'm doing it over here, I stopped fixing my house up that I live in over there. Because that's my choice. I stopped. Because I want y'all to come in here and I want y'all to live comfortable. I made a decision. You didn't have to make it for me. You didn't ask me to do it. I made it for myself because that's what I want. Now I'm going back once I finish here to make sure over there is right. So when you talk about considering help, now let's take the focus off of you and consider that you have been being helped. Now it's time for you to help me. You help me by doing your part. You help me by taking care of this family home. You help me by having your rent on time. You help me.
Okay,
by,
hold up. Why do you keep saying that?
Because
as if I don't pay the rent on time.
Mikey, stop.
No.
Stop. And you help me when you get into a situation.
Hold on.
Let me finish.
Let
me finish. Because these situations that we get ourselves into, Mikey, if somebody took your money, no matter what happened, we know these situations are coming because these situations are here. We are not blindsided by situations. Unless somebody went in your bank account and robbed you, that's the only difference. But if something happened that you're not willing to talk about, you're not saying, you knew it was coming. Period. Because it had to come. It was coming. No matter what, I ain't even asking you what it was. So you said, stay focused. You went to New York, you had a good time.
That has nothing to do.
Mikey, it cost. It
But
wasn't free.
hold on, but you don't know.
It doesn't matter what it
and that's what
costs. Wait, Mikey, stop cutting me off. Stop cutting. Mikey, stop cutting me off.
Because you're just giving out information that had nothing to do with the conversation, and you don't know what you're talking about. So that's why I want to keep the conversation level. So y'all want to bring up what I do outside of.
I'm
No,
not.
hold up. Well, you alluded to it. So New York has nothing to do with my expense. New York was paid for a long time ago. I didn't even pay for most of the trip.
No, I'm not.
No, hold up. Because family gets like that.
What you mean?
So take it off of me and my mother in this situation. Because if you ask your family for help or anybody for help, they'll look at, well, you just did this. That's like if you owe me some money. How you owe me money and you just went to Mexico, or you going to Mexico next week, but you owe me money.
Right.
That's how it happens with family when that's what I'm saying, you're convoluting the conversation.
No, Mikey, because you still
Jesus
owe me.
Christ.
No, Mikey,
Can
stop.
I finish what I'm saying?
No.
Hold up.
Go ahead. I'm glad you brought that point up.
And this is a good talking point because I'm serious. Because everybody in the family wants to get that point across, and I know this is just me, but I ain't gonna say that. We all want to get our point across, but we have to really understand what each other is saying.
I understand what you're saying.
And no, but seriously, and I ain't asking you to agree with me or her, and I ain't trying to agree with you or vice versa. But really understand what I'm saying instead of just trying to get your point across. Because right now you're just talking to get your point across and just giving information.
But you paid for that trip a long time ago, still owing me money.
Stop.
That's the truth.
Mom, the rental agreement in this house is I give you a big portion on the first of the month, my first check of the month, whether it's between the 1st and the 7th. I give you a big portion of that, and then when my bonus comes, I give you the other portion at the end of the month. That was our agreement. You're fine with that agreement, right?
Between the 1st and the 2nd.
All right.
A big portion. That's what you just said.
I said between the 1st and the 7th.
You didn't say the 7th. You said the 2nd.
My second, no, I did not. I said the 1st and the 7th. Whenever my first check of the month comes. And then I get a bonus at the end of each month, and I'll give you the rest. That's what I've been doing for however long I've been doing it. And you've been okay with that. The way you're making it seem right now is I'm giving the idea that Shannon proposed, okay, well, something happened this month. Can I just pay you whatever the mortgage is? Still honoring whatever that agreement is. Hey, the first check, I'll give you X, Y, and Z. The bonus check, I'll give you the balance or whatever the mortgage is.
Of just the mortgage.
That's what I was asking. That's what I was proposing to her when you said, well, the whole family thing of trying to just, my mother has a house, whatever the case is. That's what I was saying. In your mind, I'm trying to take it over. I'm trying to stick you because you're also tying it to what I did last weekend when that has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Nothing.
I get what you're saying. I do. I think that you don't get why she thinks like that. And also, I personally do think that this is just a last minute request. Does that make sense? And I think because it is a last minute request, I think you should be forthcoming with why you're asking. So she said stay focused or something.
Yeah, she said because it was New York. But here's the
deal.
You
didn't
say. But he just said I paid for New York months ago.
I did not say that. I did not say I paid for anything.
You said you paid. I
said New York was paid months ago.
But you said you didn't pay for all of it. You said you paid.
My homeboy paid for the Airbnb. I just bought a ticket to the fight. It was $150. I paid for that in December.
Okay, Mikey.
Wait a minute,
hold up.
Okay, that has nothing to do.
Okay, go ahead.
That has nothing to do with what's happening today. Those two are not connected. They're not connected.
So if we want to talk about things, let's be real.
Am I off here?
No. I'm gonna tell you. If you want to talk about things, the money that you still owe.
Am I off?
Well, no, wait a minute, Mikey. The money that you still. Let me finish. The money that you still owe. That you can put $150 on tickets. You could have been $150 to the wars of loans that you still owe. Now I'm being serious, Mikey, because if you want to pay off at least part of the portion of what you owe, you can offer sometimes, hey, here's something towards what I owe you all. But see, that's not good enough.
No, because and this is what I'm saying, and this is why I asked my sister, are you prepared for the responsibility?
Shannon ain't you, Mikey.
Are you prepared for whether Shannon is me or not? You are still you.
I sure am.
So are you prepared for the responsibility that comes with your mother being your landlord? And
go ahead.
I get it. Y'all relationship is different.
No, but I don't think that's the case.
But it is what it is, bro. And
I don't think that's the case. I think
the thing you saying like you painting a bad picture. If it's that
no,
bad,
I'm not.
If it's that bad to you, why are you here?
No, listen what I'm saying, bro. Listen what I'm saying. My point is, even when family wants to help family out, it's not always as smooth as it appears to be. So now you're saying, well, why are you hitting it so bad? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying there are moments where there's tension because we are family. That's what I'm saying.
There's tension whether you're not family or not.
Well, this is the thing. I feel like the tension is because the family is going to sit and hear each other out, where
I
a
disagree with that. I
landlord
disagree with that.
or rental
I
office
disagree with that.
are sending
Okay.
you straight to the sheriff.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
I think the same. I'm not saying this family.
Yeah.
I'm saying the family can do the same thing.
What, send you straight to the sheriff?
Not when I hear you out, not really care.
No. I'm saying the tension comes in because of the fact that there is an opportunity for you to it's like an open door, right?
Oh,
So
with the family.
yeah, with family. So like, oh, I can pick up the phone and call, like where you know that I'm gonna get a late fee. I'm gonna get this. Like with family, you're always in a place where you can reason. You know what I'm saying? Or
But do you think that's
negotiate.
true though?
What you mean? Yeah, I think it's true.
Do you think that's true?
I think it's true, but I think it shouldn't be true.
Yeah, I do
I
think
I,
it's. I do think it's.
I think that it should be treated the same way. I think contracts should be written up. I think it should be treated the same way. This way you avoid all that stuff. If you keep the legal part in it, you avoid all that stuff.
Because at the end of the
But
day,
do
I
you
think
feel like
we
you got to
give.
do that with family?
I would.
Yes. Why,
Oh, I'm not
they the
pushing
main
back.
ones you have
I'm
to
not
do it with.
disagreeing with you. I'm not
They
pushing
the
back.
And the
main
reason
ones.
why I would say do it is because this is why I probably would say do it. If like this property could actually make them money, but and I'm just using this as an example, right? So if this property could make them money, but then we just like, oh, something came up this month or you know what I'm saying? It's like now they're in a position where
2 mortgages got to be paid.
it's 2 mortgages got to be paid. It's there. See, the difference with family is that hearts are attached, so it's not as easy to just throw you out. You understand what I'm saying? It's a different dynamic with family because it's an intimate relationship, and then we're her children, so it's not like we're a distant relative that they just helping out who just like keeps screwing you over. Like they would have to put their children out, and that's a hard thing to do. Like I just told them, y'all ain't moving with me. I don't mean nothing. I'm saying, you know what I mean? I don't really mean it. I don't mean it. My heart doesn't mean it. It's going to take a lot more for me to enact something like that because they're my children. Does that make sense? So I think that contracts don't need to be made up if respect is in place. That's it. And so respecting the fact that you're being, not you, just the person is being helped. And so I want to always keep in mind this person is doing something for me that they don't have to do. And so let me be 28 steps ahead. They're not a bit like this is not a business. It's not like they're getting rent from this tenant, this tenant. Their this is their home. Does that make sense? When you look at it from that perspective? No.
It's not gonna make sense.
Sure, it makes sense.
You get it?
No, he don't.
No,
Like he
I'm
only gets it.
I'm playing.
Yeah, I think you get it. I mean, I think
playing.
sometimes, and honestly, like when and I'm all the people I know who don't have children, they just don't have that sense of like they don't. I don't think you get it like that because you have the opportunity to live for yourself. Like so, you don't understand that.
But that's the part that I don't understand.
Mm.
Whether you had children or not, they're still your parents. That's the part that I don't get.
What?
Yeah.
You're getting it, whether it was your parent or whether it was someone else. It don't even have to be. Let's remove parent out the situation.
Mm.
Period. If it was somebody really helping you, I don't get it.
You don't get what?
I don't get that. I'm a live a certain kind of way. I'm gonna do this.
I think they ration. I understand what you're saying. It's the
I
way
don't.
they
I don't.
Well, because they're like, it's still a person. You wouldn't want to be treated like this, so why
Right.
would you do that, right?
Right.
But what I hear is that it's the way you rationalize. Like y'all have a different rationalization system
Until it happens to them.
Even when it happens to them, they don't see. And I'm not saying that this would be you. I'm just saying like I notice. I'm like, but you just. I've said it to people. How you mad at that? But you just did that to sections, and they're like,
Right.
oh, it's like they are so separated from
Right.
community because I think you just are so used to being. You don't have to consider anybody. So all I do is consider people because and then not only that, I am running a home, so I already know that I'm sure somebody else's home don't want to be. You know what I mean? I want to keep somebody else's home a certain kind of way because I have to keep talking to other people about keeping my home a certain kind of way. Does that make sense? So I just think I have a different set of like a set of eyes when it comes to it because I'm in a similar situation. I'm a parent. so I can see it. That's it. And you can't.
Or choose not to.
I think it's a choice.
What's the choice?
And the reason why
I
I
don't
think,
wanna-
but I don't think it's a choice like you just like, oh no, I think the choice has to be with people is to choose to put my opinion to the side, right? I'm gonna put my opinion to the side. Josh, can you call Bryce real quick? I'm gonna put my opinion to the side, right?
Downstairs.
She just called me. I'm sorry, again. I'm gonna put my opinion to the side for the sake of trying to put myself in their shoes. You understand what I'm saying? Like I just don't see it. They just, and that's what I really think. I think that they just don't see it. Therefore, it's easy for me to not, I try not to use this word, not care, but my regard for their circumstances come down.
Diminishes.
Yeah, it started, it's because it's like, I can no longer support your,
Foolishness.
I was gonna say selfish design. I want to say that, but like your way of processing, I can't support. So it's like I'm trying to be gracious. Like if you don't get it, you just don't get it. I just can't continue to support it because it doesn't make sense for me at all. I'm not in a position to be able to help you like this. I mean, down to I'm talking about anything. One of my friends wanted me to sit on the phone and talk to her all day. I said I can't do that. And it's my children. I said, I can't do it. And I said, but we, you're a good friend of us and it is, and we, we really just want your help. And then I said, and I'm not doing it. I said, I'm not going to do what I can't do. I'll do it when I can. I said, but I have 5 children. Like, you're not my priority. She cannot rationalize what I meant because her relationship with me is what's important to her, right? My relationship with my family and my friends have to be categorized. You understand what I'm saying? She doesn't have nobody to do that with. It's just her. So she can need me all week. And guess what? Next week she'll need somebody else. So I didn't sacrifice all my time with my kids to give her what I thought she needed so badly just for her to drop me because she has the freedom to do that. Does that make sense? Her freedoms are different. And so yeah, I stopped talking to her too, and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. It's because it's like it's an unrealistic
I think
point of
too.
view.
I think too that we cause these issues. Me myself cause these issues.
And I'm going to speak to what you
Yeah.
said. You just reminded me of that when you was like, I stopped my house. You should not have stopped that.
Yeah, right.
You shouldn't have stopped it. Like we can figure it out. Like we could have figured that out. Like don't. That's why I said to you, man, please don't do no more. Like stop. Like stop. You know what I'm saying? Like don't. You know when we talked about how much, I'm like, you say, oh, no, it's not gonna be that much. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. You know that's some ask for the sheetrock. I'll pay for it. How much is it? You know what I mean? Like you're doing too much. You have some. This is my home. So to me, it doesn't look any kind of. You know what I'm saying? It's like home to me. I'm not no new person off the street that you're trying to build up a house for. Like I don't need you to do that. Start to take care of yourself. We're grown.
That's done.
Right, but I guess this is a clear example of the difference in the dynamic of the relationship.
What you mean?
Because I'm saying the same thing you're saying.
I don't think so.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay, let's hear him out.
You're saying you're saying your perspective is just from a standpoint of a mom.
No, it's not.
Well, low key, it kind of is.
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. I'll be wrong. I don't want to be stuck.
Well, you got to keep in mind, Mikey, I also had to help with you and Malik. So that's what I'm saying. Like I've always was in a position of like, like having people that relied on me. Like
right,
I
a
took
position of a mom. Like you're a caregiver and a character
I guess.
in a sense.
Okay.
So let's just stop arguing moot points. My point is,
Come here.
you're saying the same thing that I'm saying, but because y'all can relate to it on a different level than what I can, it's less combative. So you're saying, Ma, don't paint another wall in here. Take care of yourself. Relax. It ain't that. We don't need you to do all that. I'm saying, I actually do all this. like, what's the?
Because
hold on.
Because your demeanor is almost.
It's probably the tone.
No. Listen, hold up.
It's not humble. It doesn't sound appreciative.
No, right. So.
But what Shannon said, don't do it. I still did it.
That's fine. But it's being brought to me in a way where I should walk in here and be thankful and be grateful. It's being presented to me that way. It's not being presented to you that way.
Well,
It's being
You
presented
think
to
it's not?
No, I do not.
Oh, that's your
But I
problem.
No,
feel
I don't.
like
Is it? Tell me.
I am grateful.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's like I told you.
I
you,
have an
you
attitude
said
of
tell
gratitude.
you said tell Shannon. Make sure you tell Shannon to take care of the house. Not what I tell you. I don't have to tell Shannon that.
And I said I'm going to make sure
I don't
to
have to
take care
tell
of the
Shannon.
house.
I don't have to tell
And
Shannon.
I even said that. I said, "Mom, I'm going to take care." I said, "Don't worry about this. It's going to be taken care of. Don't worry about it." Like, but Michael, I think the part that you're missing though is this.
Why is it that I'm always missing something?
I'm not saying that she may not be missing anything.
This is another,
I'm just talking about what you're commenting on.
This is another interesting dynamic because
this is the part I want to say. I'm only using things that y'all brought up because I don't be knowing about these side fights they had. I thought it was just Tink. And so anyway, the banister. You're acting like you didn't show a lack of care for the house. That's the part that is like, Mikey, but like there is a leg for her to stand on and you're acting like it doesn't exist. So if that's where these comments are coming from, you got to eat it. Just own it. Taking accountability for that will, I think, change the dynamic because at least you're owning, you know what, I did do that. I did. I could have gave y'all the money for that or whatever. Why is that hard to do? I don't get it.
I never said it was hard, and nobody said I never did it. The hole in the wall in the basement.
Mm-hmm. Well, you never broke it? I mean,
no, I forgot how it happened. I think a chair fell, something like that. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know it was a hole. I was attempting to get it fixed, but my homeboy just kept bluffing me. And at some point, it just became out of sight, out of mind. I just never got back to doing it. I'm being for real.
I believe you.
I was never down there like that. And now that I am down there like that, I just kind of just bypass. It's almost like it's not even there. It wasn't even there.
And that's right there. And I'm just being.
And hold up, but what I'm saying is, it's not that. Oh, all right, you brought it back up. Oh, I get it. I'll take care of it. Mm-hmm. I'm not against it. I'm just not in the moment thinking about it.
Well,
I'm not thinking about.
How long ago did it happen?
It was a minute ago.
Okay. The next minute, once your friend, you jumped on it. The next moment after your friend bluffed you, you should have gotten on it to the next person. It should never escape your mind, especially.
Well, I have a million things going on. So,
but do you see? Do you look now? Okay, let's remove you out of this.
And that's what. But that's the point. This is the point I was trying to make. This is the point, and I'm not trying to come for you because I don't know what it feels like to be single. I'm just noticing a trend that is like you don't even know how to separate
what you
got going on from what you should have going on. Does that make sense? You are your only priority, and if this is out of sight. This should be a priority that you should also feel like it's responsible for you to take care of. Does that make sense? You should be looking at it like, I mean, I have a lot of stuff going on. Yes, and that is on the list. Does that make sense? It doesn't come off of the list because it's not your house.
It has something to do with being single?
No, I don't think it has something to do with being single. I think it has something to be with where he is. I think it has something to be with my mother. This is my mom's house.
You mean single like?
No, I don't think it has nothing to do with single down here. This is my mother's house, and I don't have to do this.
Okay, so I'm going to respond to that.
Is that accurate?
I'm not going to respond to her because that's not the point. The point is when we have these family conversations, like these tough dialogues, is that even in any kind of relationship, but family especially, we have to remove what we think out of the equation because that's going to cloud the conversation. So
you want to be able to answer why you didn't do it,
or not versus, even, or not. That's why I said earlier, I speak for me.
Yeah, versus somebody putting it on.
Right. So you walking into a conversation saying, "Well, I think he feels this way because it's his mother's house. He don't give two cows and a goat."
So why don't you do it?
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Saying Jesus.
Well, because and this is the point. Is because that's what I'm saying. It has to be understanding. And before I can even get it out, you're already asking me another question. Like that needs to be a legit practice. Okay, he's saying it's not that. I choose to believe him. I believe him. I'm not just disrespecting your house because you're my mother. Right. I'm not.
And I just want to say that it doesn't mean that you can't still qualify it as being because I can believe. I believe what he's saying.
No, I'm not saying. Well, I'm not saying He intentionally broke the ban. And so
No.
he
I
inten-
don't think
I'm
you're
not
saying that either. I'm saying I'm going to choose to believe that it's my mother house. So holes in the wall,
Well,
y'all.
he told me before. It's your house. Whatever happens, happens. You didn't. One time you told me you didn't care.
Maybe his driver's license
never-
suspended and his
I've
mind
never
was
said.
suspended.
I've never said that.
Okay.
Well,
I
my
never
point
said
is
that.
this.
Okay.
But this is what I want to say. I think that I think that doesn't remove the fact that he's still disrespecting your house. Period. Because what you're basically saying is it could have been Mr. Jones, and I would have kept walking past it. You're disrespecting Mr. Jones's home.
But Mr. Jones is when I first moved and I don't know if you remember this, but when I first moved out of here, the thing was for me to come in here every 6 months. Do you remember that?
To do an inspection.
To do an inspection. Do you remember that? And I didn't do it.
No,
Yeah. Okay. And you never signed the contract because I did make one up, but I never let you sign it. But you had it one time when you needed it for rent or something. When you needed it for proof for a job, you needed it. You remember that?
Oh, even for food stamps.
Yeah, so you do remember. You do remember. Right, you do remember. And I was going to come in here every 6 months and to inspect the house and make sure the house stayed in good standing. That was, but I never, and that's my fault that I never kept up on it.
This is what I'm.
But let me finish. I should have kept up on it. Okay, so a couple of years the hole's been in the wall. A couple of years the bands have been broken. I mean, how many times you gonna walk down the step and see masking tape wrapped around a bed?
I don't be seeing it. I don't see it.
Right, and that's the point. But no. But that's the truth. Yeah. That is the truth because there's a sign above the brand new wash machine that say, "Please keep the wash machine clean." It's honestly. But
that was there when y'all was here, though.
Right, I know that. And that's what I'm saying. That even when you put signs up after a while, no matter who you are, they just blend in. You don't see stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's now
you get on top of
right.
it.
Right. So I'm glad you're saying that.
No, let me finish. So now it becomes a heart and a mind thing. I have to take care of this.
Right. So
this is my priority. It was your priority to tear the rug up.
Let me tell y'all what happened yesterday.
Let me finish this. Okay. It was your priority to tear the rugs up out that bedroom.
Yeah, because it served you.
It served your purpose. Now you want certain things done, and you said
that wasn't just for me.
Anybody else here?
But
it was your house too.
Oh, now
it is.
Now
I'm looking over.
my house.
I'm looking over for the house.
Now it's my house.
It is.
It was
crazy. Why you put the carpet back down?
Right. No, he don't want carpet back down.
I don't want carpet in
He don't want carpet back down. And he's supposed to help pay for it, but now he don't have the money to help pay for it.
He got portion.
Right. I mean,
yesterday, speaking to getting things done, and this is over the top, but this really happened. So I'm cooking my breakfast yesterday, and it's spilling over. I think I was on the phone. I was like, this stuff keeps spilling over. And I sit down and eat, and I said, I got to clean this up. But I go sit down, I eat, I go start working, right? Forget about it. I go back, I put the tea kettle on. Praise God. Praise God. I just turned around. The whole tea kettle was on, like it was, the flame was up to the little thing. Mm-hmm. My immediate thought was Malik, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God, my kitchen on fire. Because I could see how fast that fire could have just like went ablaze. And I went in there and I just like moved it. And I was like, oh no, it's going to, you know how it'll go down once you move it, right? And I turned the thing off. But because, and I said, as soon as something happened, clean it. I should have cleaned it right away because thank God I turned around. Thank God it wasn't even like a prompt to turn around. It was like he just swiveled me around and I just got up and ran because that house would have been on fire. It would have been on fire because my back was to, you know what my kitchen is, my back was to it. I would have had no indication until the alarms went off,
then,
right?
Another thing, you got to get smoke detectors put up in here.
And the smoke detectors went off. As soon as I went in there, it started to go off. Like, so it started going off after it was already ablaze, right? So it would have been up in flames. But I was glad that, and this is the importance of doing things timely, like not delaying, don't delay. Because if it wasn't me, thank God it was me, and I turned around, but one of the kids would have did it. they would have turned the stove on and it would have caught fire for real.
Right.
It probably would have really caught fire. And I just was like thinking about it this morning. I wrote a little prayer because I'm like, I would have had to run out the house, knock on all my neighbors' doors, get the lady across the hall who's elderly in her wheelchair, like, because it was that quick.
Right.
So we got to stop. That's what I said, it's over the top what I'm saying, but delaying what needs to be done creates a bigger problem. And this is the bigger problem, the dynamic. So you're thinking it's because our dynamic is stronger. We didn't always get along. Like I'm her daughter. It's mother-daughter relationships. I was young at one point. You know what I mean? Like we've had tension in our relationship. But you have to respect the things that you also don't contribute to or contribute to make your dynamic not as smooth as you like it to be. I think that you need to consider that. Don't delay, because fire is ablaze.
You know, I was telling my team at work the same thing. We have metrics to meet over the course of the month, and if we do take care of one thing one week, another thing the next week, and so on and so forth. My point to them was, don't put off to tomorrow what could be taken care of today, because tomorrow has enough issues of its own.
Okay, Bible teacher.
I mean, I know my word. That's all.
Know your word and live your word.
Know your word, live your word. And one thing I will encourage you and people of your ilk.
What's my ilk?
Self.
Self.
I encourage you to find something to do that serves other people.
Right.
And maybe not even your family. Something where it's like a sacrifice, like for real, because it's easy to do for your family. You know what I'm saying? But like something like where you go and volunteer your time to somebody, like go and just help, so that you can become more equipped with this ability to think of others before you think of yourself. That's the word. Always consider yourself lower than other people.
You know, I'm gonna wrap this up. You have anything you want to add to the conversation?
No.
You have anything you want to add?
I don't think so. I think that I'm just excited.
You know, it baffles me. It doesn't offend. It baffles me.
Baffled.
I love my mother. She's crazy.
I believe that.
But I love my mother. I've been helped over the years in so many ways. I've apologized for the role I played in my childhood in our relationship, even in my adulthood in our relationship. I appreciate all the help that's extended. And she told me that even in the repaying of all the money and everything, just do what God has called you to do. That's the biggest repayment from child to parent. I find myself struggling with the idea that you think I willingly take advantage of you sometimes, because I know people, friends of my ilk, if you will, and they have these kind of conversations, and I am blown away.
But you do the same thing.
But you don't see it. You don't see it in yourself. Is that it?
But I don't though.
But you don't do it.
I don't.
You don't do it.
You don't
listen.
You know what do they do?
This is the problem. See, you don't listen.
Oh, what they do?
I'm curious.
They have the expectation that a parent should always look up for the child. My mother's my mother. She's always helped me when I needed help. Y'all look at me like I feel
it sounds just like you.
It does not sound like. It does not sound like me. It does not sound like me.
It look like you.
It does not look like me.
It does.
Like they go above and beyond. I'm like, yo, bro, you sound. You sound crazy.
I think that you might be qualifying their craziness. See, their expectations of their parents are based on what their parents probably can do. Your expectation is based on what your parents can do.
No.
Right? Isn't that typically how it is?
So with them, if the parent says no, it's an attitude thing. That's y'all. Okay, you know what? This has been a good show. This has been a good show.
What?
This has been a good show.
You don't have no attitude.
Impossible.
Shaking my head. Okay, shaking my head.
Oh, yeah.
This has been
No, the bobblehead. Look at the bobblehead. And you know, the message was, he ain't like what I said to him
That's
about.
not what I know.
He said,
wait, hold on.
Shaking my head.
Hold
Okay.
Up. Wait, hold
He didn't even reply to the bobblehead.
Now I'm catching. The bobblehead was the guy shaking his. That's why you responded to that. I thought it was funny, but I didn't know what it
You didn't know that was you? You are is so stupid. Oh my goodness. God,
Yeah,
look over fools and babies.
That is so funny. I send her shaking my head, and she sends me back a bobblehead. That is so funny.
He got the same outfit he got on today.
That
Yeah,
is
I
so-
understand the Bible. He's got your outfit on. So that's why you didn't know what I was talking about.
That is so- oh my god.
That's just like you.
That is so funny.
And the message was, I didn't respond to your question earlier because you choose to ask me 2 days after the 5th.
Ma, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
just want to read it.
You don't want to read it? No, the audience don't care.
Man, he's already been
It's
embarrassed
fine.
enough.
I ain't embarrassed.
Oh, you know, okay,
I
well,
promise
go
you.
ahead,
I
read
ain't.
it.
No, I ain't.
I promise you he ain't even.
I
He's
ain't-
just like his friends. He just don't see it.
Right.
And that's what I'm
don't see
saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, and y'all don't see it. And that's and
We don't see what?
it's hard to have that talk with your parents because sometimes your parents' mind is already made up, especially about their child.
Your mind's already made up.
It's not. So if that's what I'm saying, if I ask for help and you say no, all right, cool, ain't no problem.
Mm-hmm.
My question is why you asking?
I don't understand why the why matters.
It.
I don't. I really don't. And maybe because I ain't got no kids. Maybe because I'm.
No, it's not.
maybe
It,
because
I
maybe
don't think you
maybe
need to have
because-
kids. I think you need to have
maybe because-
humanity
maybe
in
because I'm
mind.
living-
Like,
what the,
I'm saying whether I tell you what the why is or not, it's not going to change anything.
well, I think that it shouldn't be. You should do your best to not need the help.
I agree with you.
Okay, so let's start there.
And I
And
think
it doesn't
I
look
I
like
think
you. It doesn't look like you're doing your best to not need the help.
and that's what I'm saying. Y'all make these blanket statements without any.
in 4
I mean,
days?
it's like you think we haven't lived.
In
life.
4 days it'll be March 12th.
I don't understand
Look
that.
at me.
I don't understand that,
Yesterday
bro.
was Cookie's birthday.
I know.
I'm at the call Tasha.
In 4 days it'll be March 12th.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either.
No,
Oh, he understand what I'm saying.
I don't understand that either.
Okay.
But I don't understand.
What happened on February 12th? I guess the card's still in the car.
Oh, your birthday card.
Look.
Well, one. Okay, hold up. I told you when you were here, I didn't want to run in the car. I didn't want to run to the car and fill out and give it to you. And I haven't seen you. And when I saw you, I didn't know you were going to be over here. And then when you were over here, it was a big blowout and a big fuss.
Was it?
Yes.
Was I here?
No.
Oh.
So
And the card's still in the car.
so no, my mind isn't.
I was here that day.
No, I was talking about last week.
Oh, okay.
So no, my mind isn't. You know what? No one tried to understand it, and I don't want to make this a man.
It's hard to understand.
Yeah, I know it is.
And I'm not trying to be
I know
funny.
it is. I know it is. I know it is. I know it is.
I'm really not trying to be funny.
I know you're not.
Okay.
You're serious, and
Yeah.
that's the funny part. That you're serious.
It's serious that you are serious.
That's crazy to me.
It's crazy to me.
It's fine. Bro.
Oh yeah, I really don't understand.
You know what?
and that's not understanding. I don't care if it's not that I don't care that I don't understand. It's like we don't understand each other. So now this is where compromise come in. Like I don't want to argue about what I think is right, what you think is wrong.
I think it's the way that we raise and we allow people to handle us and we handle them.
I agree.
I think it's that way because if it was totally something different, that's why you separate each individual.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have to be treated differently.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if Mikey wasn't if I didn't spoil him as much as I spoiled him, I think he would be different.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I said earlier to say I don't think that you would. I think that you would see something different. I that's my thought. I don't know. It's too late now.
And
But
it's so hard, isn't it? Because like you don't want. It's like you don't want them to be disappointed. Earlier today, Miki needed some extra money, and I said, I mean, you can ask your father because he gave them everything. But surprisingly, he said, "Son, you're not gonna be able to go. You don't have enough money. You just can't go. Like you just going to, whatever." And I saw him like, and then after a while, like minutes, maybe like 20 minutes on, he said, I get what Daddy's saying. Like, I don't have it, so I just
right, and that's why I'm saying. I think.
But wait a minute, I'm sitting over there in a chair doing my work, and this is a mother or a parent. Like, I know that was hard for Josh to do because he'll give them more than I will. Because the reason why I'm like how I am, because I always say, y'all gave us so much. And when I sat there and saw Hanky could not write a check, I was like, I'm done. Like, I got to figure out how to get myself, I started fixing my credit and everything because I'm like, I've gotten to the point where she just wanted to write a check. I wasn't trying to take no money from her. She just, she liked writing checks. But anyway, it was hard. It's hard for me to sit there because one, this is the family I was raised in. We give. We just give. We're givers. So you'll probably be able to get something from me before you'll get my time from me. I'll give you. And so I'm sitting over there like, maybe I should just loan it to him. You know what I mean? But I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. And I just fought it. And then right after that, he was like, I get it. I get what he said. I get what he's saying.
Because this thing you wouldn't give it to him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's the things that I know that what I've done over the years. I should have stopped a long time ago. And even with Mikey living here, I should have stopped a long time ago.
And this is what Mickey said. He said, because this is what George said. He said, I get what he's saying. If I take the money now, if I get the loan from him now, I'll always think it's okay to borrow when I don't have. So I'll always make plans to do things, even though I don't have money to do it. So that's why I was surprised that Josh didn't give it to him. But I was happy that he also did it. And I'm also even more happy that Mickey, was able to get the point.
Like on Malik, he lost his job, but he still pays me to stay there.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, you go, okay.
He has money coming in.
Yeah, you got money coming in.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. You got money coming in. We adults now. Like,
I'm not taking care of you, and I don't have to. Yeah, she still pay. We're all in this together. Mikey don't understand it, but he will by and by.
You'll be
I don't know why y'all think I
strengthened.
don't understand it.
I think you understand.
Oh, I know. Well, I do think he understands.
I
I think Mikey's spoiled.
don't know why you think that.
No, I don't think that. I know you're spoiled.
Okay.
You're like a little baby.
I don't think so.
Okay. You know so.
I don't think I'm spoiled at all, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a good thing. Now you know what it's like not to be spoiled anymore. That's why you were shaking your head last night.
I mean, I really think that I don't think we're. You might be spoiled. I think that we are fortunate to have parents who care enough to consider us in the way and are able to extend their consideration that will help us. Does that make sense? And a lot of people don't have that. So I think that we're very blessed to have that. I mean, everybody who I tell, I say, yeah, this really? Oh, wow. Like, that's good. Like, people don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So I recognize it. And we got to take advantage of it in the right way, not take it for granted.
Okay. It's been another episode of Mike's Mom Show.
I guess I'll wrap it up by saying there was a lot discussed, unpacked. Some of it was all over the place. Some of it was in order. But sometimes that's how family conversations go. And as you can see in the end, we were laughing. We all kind of got some resolution, some conclusion from our discussion. And that is the point of the show. Sometimes family have these tough conversations, get everything out. The passion sometimes takes over. The tension sometimes takes over. But it's always important to reel it back in because at the end of the day, we're all still family. Tears may fall down our eyes. We may get frustrated, but that's still my mother. That's still my sister. They're still your family. Find a healthy way to have these kind of conversations. Ain't got to be on camera, but we just crazy enough to do it on camera.
That was good. That was like an X-ray vision. Like I just was like this. I felt like that little girl in the cafeteria. Like here she comes. You don't know what's about to happen.
That is what we signed up for. To be of service, to give ourselves to you guys, to feel comfortable to have these kind of conversations and energy with your own family. Not just to be entertained, but to be empowered and inspired. So on that note, living life is the longest thing you'll do in the shortest amount of time, and you only get one. So whatever your dreams, goals, and desires are, be sure to go out there and get the job done. And when you're doing that, remember his name is Jesus Christ and not Tom Cruise, because there's no such thing as Mission Impossible, because we can do all things through Christ that strengthens him. That strengthens us?
That strengthens us.
Yeah.
Oh, boy,
I just stopped my shimmy. I was like,
slide out the way.
And this has been another episode of Mike and His Mom Show. I'm Mike. That's my mom.
Bye.
That's Shannon.
Next
and we'll
time.
see you next time on the Mike and His Mom Show.
Same time, trouble for another day. Hey. and have a good day.